Everybody, happy Friday. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I'm here for a Fun Fact Friday video. Alrighty, we're going to start off with Psalm 148, verses 7 through 13. Now, it mentions dragons, is why I'm mentioning these. And I couldn't just stop at that part. I felt I needed to read the whole thing. It's what God led me to do. So it says, "Praise the Lord from the earth, ye dragons and all deeps." Then it goes on to say, "Fire and hail, snow and vapors, stormy wind fulfilling his word, mountains and hills, fruitful trees and all cedars, beasts and all cattle, creeping things and flying fowl, kings of the earth and all people, princes and all judges of the earth, both young men and maidens, old men and children, let them praise the name of the Lord. For his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven." Now this is telling us the great creatures of the sea, the elements, the mountains, the trees, domestic animals, humans, young and old, male and female, of everything. Nothing is worthy of praise except the name of the Lord. Now, in Psalm 37, chapter 37, verse 35, mentions a green bay tree. It says, "I've seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree." This would be the tree you get those bay leaves off of that you can cook with. Bay leaves, I looked up on it, it says were known as a symbol of honor and fame. You know, spices were expensive in Bible times. That's how they made oil and medicine and all that kind of stuff. So if they could get a hold of these spices, you know, like I said, you got to look, they brought spices and incense when Jesus was born. So it was a very sought after thing. Now what? W-O-T and wotteth not. It means knows not. In Genesis chapter 39 verse 8, it says, "But he refused and said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in this house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand." So, wotteth not means knows not. Now, our women in the Bible for this week, it speaks of a woman named Apphia, A-P-P-H-I-A, in Philemon chapter 2. She allowed the church to meet in her home. And then it mentions a woman named Chloe. In 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 11, it says, "She informed Paul about arguments in Corinth." It speaks of a woman named Claudia in 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 21. A Christian woman in Rome. That's all it said about her. And then a woman named Demarius in Acts chapter 17 verse 34. She became a follower of Christ. Now, do you all know psalm means song or hymn? That's what the book of Psalms is. It was used to worship, pray, praise. You know, it was songs, hymns. Here's another fun fact. There are 12 fruit growing on a tree of life. In Revelation chapter 22 verse 2. At the top, it says, at the top before you start reading the verse, it says New Paradise and its river of the water of life. Now it says, "In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations." Now the Bible doesn't tell us what kinds of fruits are growing from this tree. From what I understand, and from what studying I've done and what I've read, the tree and the fruit mentioned here will serve us in heaven, and therefore it will not have the same functions as trees and fruits have here on earth. For that reason, we can assume that they are unlike any kind of fruit that we have ever seen or known. I thought that was pretty fascinating. Samson's riddle. Have you all ever heard this? In Judges chapter 14. I'm going to read it to you. This is Samson's riddle. He said, "And he said unto them, Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness." It says, "And they could not in 3 days expound the riddle." Ready for the answer? The answer is honey from a lion. See, he had killed a lion with his bare hands. He had left and came back, and when he got back to the lion, there was a beehive in the carcass of the lion, which is where he, it was his riddle to him of what he had done. And he had eaten that honey from that lion, which was a no-no because that would have been something unclean. Now, I've been talking about how we're going to start reading from Luke starting December 1st, which I believe is a Tuesday, which is awesome. It's kicking us off on our regular lesson day. So starting December 1st, we will be reading one chapter every day from the book of Luke. There are 24 chapters, and on Christmas Eve, we will have read an entire account of Jesus' life and wake up Christmas morning knowing who and why we celebrate. So it'll take us from day 1 to Christmas Eve to read the whole book of Luke, and I'm looking so very forward to that. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed the fun facts for this week, and like I said, that's going to be every day, so we won't have our normal Tuesday lesson, and we won't have our Friday fun facts. Those will pick back up in January, because the month of December we're going to do the book of Luke. Okay, I love you all. You have a good weekend. I will see you Tuesday with our starting Luke. Bye.